Hi, welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be setting up a desktop wallpaper for devices on the server. So with our objectives, we're going to enable sharing for client and server. We're going to create a wallpaper. We're going to link the organizational unit. We're going to configure the wallpaper. We're going to update the GPU of the client machine. Now without much ado, let's dive in. So on our client machine, we're going to we'll click on edit this virtual machine settings. We go to options. Under the shared folder, we click on always enable. We click on map as drive on the Windows guest. We go to add. Now this is where we are going to select the machine. So on the add, we're going to select where our folder is, the image that we want to use for the wallpaper. I'm going to use camera roll. I have some pictures there, so that's what I'm going to use. So we put it on read only. We put it on read only, and I click on save. So once it's enabled, you can start your client machine. Then you do the same thing too for the server. And we must make sure that it's actually selecting the same. We're actually selecting the same file or the same folder. You have to make sure you're actually selecting the same folder. Okay. So just as you did for this one, you put it also on read only, and then you click on OK, and then you can start your machine. So we are done with this. So we are now going to do this. We are now going to create the wallpaper, and then we'll follow. So we are going to follow the objectives that we have over here. So I'll go to tools, and then the tools I'll go to group policy. And then the group policy, I actually have a pending work there. Okay, so we're going to create so over here we're going to create the wallpaper. So we go to our tools, we go to our group policy. So I have a previous work over here, but we're not going to use this particular image. We're going to change it so that when the effect takes place, we can see the effect taking place. So we go to our forest domain, our forest. I have an organizational OU here. This is it. So for over here, I'm going to create another group policy object. I'm going to create. You see, I have wallpaper here. So so over here, I want to create wallpaper. So I'm just going to click on new. You see it has come new GPU. Then I'll just name it wallpaper. Okay. So you see that, choose another name. So maybe let me space it. Okay, wallpaper. So we are not going to use. So let me delete this one. Okay, so we're going to use this one. So I right click over here. So over here I'm going to link it to this. So I go to link an existing GPU. I click on the wallpaper and then I link it. So over here I go to, if I want to link it to my domain, default domain policy, I can just on my wallpaper, then I link it over there. But linking it to this is already enough. So over here I have my wallpaper, and then over there too, when I go here to have mine. So on this, I'm going to click on edit wallpaper, right click on edit. I select the user configuration, and our user configuration policies. I select this policy. Forgive me, my machine is running quite slow. I go to administrative template. Under the administrative template, I'm going to have so many options, of which I'm going to select desktop. So I'm going to select desktop. Then wallpaper. So over here, I'm going to go to enable. So over here, this part is when the file is on the machine itself. It's on the virtual machine, and then this part is when I'm sharing it from the when I'm sharing it from my machine to the virtual machine, just as we did previously from the start of the video. So we're going to go to my storage. On my storage, I'm going to click on network. So I'll go to VMware. So it's seen by the system. If it's not seen to prompt you, and then you turn on your your network sharing. So I'm going to use 6. Okay, so I'm going to use group 6. That's because group 6 is a different image than what I have in my background. So I'm going to use group 6. So over here, I'm going to click on this and then copy. I'm going to copy it and bring it here. Come and paste it here. / group 6. Please remember to type it the same way as it is. Then I put it on fill. Group 6 dot jpg. Okay, .jpg. Don't forget to add the extension. Very important. Extension, very important. So with that done, we have our wallpaper set up. So I'm going to restart the machine so that we see if it has taken place or not. I'm going to restart my server. It says signing out. So I'm going to sign back in. So in my client machine, we go to command prompt, and then we're going to update the group policy. So gp update /force. We click on enter to update the group policy, and I will restart the machine again to see if it has taken effect. So group policy has successfully updated. I'm now going to restart the machine. I'm now going to sign out and then sign in again. Okay, so this is actually the Windows default. So you see it has taken us back to the Windows default. That's because the image that I assigned is not taking effect. So let me check if the client machine has access to that particular image. So why I'm going to go to my storage, go to network, so back to our Windows server. We're going to link the forest that we have over here to an existing GP. So you will select the wallpaper, we link the forest. So you see it's also listed over here. So now we're going to update the GeForce again. We're going to update it again, and then let's see if it will come. So it has successfully updated. So I'm going to sign out. I'm going to sign out and then sign in again. Okay, so this is the final effect of our work. This is the image that we used. This is the previous image that we had. After this has finished updating, it's going to also change into this particular image. This brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you for viewing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also comment. Bye bye.